I'm Zoe. I work on both sides of the store. I run the men's grooming department as well as being a fragrance expert. We're doing another consult. We're back.
Hi, my name is Cage Sebastian Pierre, and I'm an artist and researcher. I'm here at Merz looking for a fragrance.
So, what kind of thing are you looking for today?
Yeah, I'm looking for something a little bit musky, something that is more of in the like tobacco-esque flavor. Those are scents that I think really do well on my skin.
The notes and information that he gave me was pretty descriptive. So as I did last time, I'm gonna do 3 different routes, 3 different fragrances, and we'll kind of go from there. We'll see where that leads us. Oriento by Jeroboam. This one is an Extrait to Parfum, which means that it's much more concentrated. The bottle is therefore obviously going to be smaller. And the next one we got is Smoke Show by Vilhelm. The name kind of describes itself. We'll see what he thinks of it. And Hyde by Hiram Green. We're going for the smoke.
It actually smells kind of peachy to me, like almost fruity. Yeah, like it still like has that musky scent, but it's still very bright, which is something that I end up leaning towards, like lavender and scents like that. But I don't want something that's overly floral. I'm not sure if I like that aspect of it.
All of Jeroboam is musk based, which is cool. So they all kind of transform in a similar way and all get like really musky and kind of rich on the dry down. So this one has like smoky wood as well as like green tea and like really like brighter sharp stuff. Like you got we're right on the nose, pun intended. Smoke Show by Vilhelm.
I love the name.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to have like a smoked cocktail or something. Yeah. I really like this. Mellow is the first word that comes to my mind. It feels smoky. I like it. And it's not too bright. I once had a wine that was described as the forest floor, and it tasted literally like mushrooms and twigs and like dried fall leaves in the best way possible. It's a good balance between that sort of like really earthy feeling and something that's like really bright and like pleasant. It's like it's right in the middle for me, which is where I like to live.
This is a fun one to return back to, too, because that smoke, I think it kind of, with the name speaks for itself, it kind of throughout the duration of the fragrance, the smokiness comes out over time. Hyde by Hiram Green.
I immediately went to like bushels of like whole herbs being burned in front of me. It's great. It's great. I love this actually. Yeah. It feels bountiful. Like it feels like full of itself and like full of life in a really great way. This feels like an everyday scent. The Smoke Show is something that I can like put on and like know that I smell good, I'm mellow. People will come near and be like, oh, you smell nice. This is like if I'm stepping out and I want people to be like, oh my God, what is that? And like I imagine wearing that to like an opening or a gala or something like that.
Is there anything that you want more or less of?
What I would want more of, I don't know how else to describe it. I just see a bunch of like yellows and purples, like pollen and like purple flower. As long as it's still smoky and earthy, I would like to keep it in more of that.
I grabbed 2 more. Incident Diplomatique by Jovoy or Jovoy, however you want to pronounce it. And by FZOTIC, we have Lampblack.
Incident. Hear me out. This smells medicinal in the best way. Sexy medicine.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's what we sell here. Vetiver is the primary note in this, and that, along with a lot of that like resinous, smoky, woody, because you were right on the nose once again with Hyde, and so this is kind of, in my mind, it was like an everyday version of that, because vetiver, like patchouli, like frankincense, myrrh, kind of like tend to overlap with each other.
Lampblack. I love doing this. I love doing this. Scents are really cool. I didn't know my smell needed to be stimulated in this way. This gives me like burlesque. This gives me like sweat in a really good way. I think of lipstick, like the texture of lipstick. It just feels chill. It feels like a performer who's been doing this for 20 years. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We went through our kind of second round, which is good. We like to be thorough. Spraying it on skin, I always recommend before anybody makes any kind of decision, because it's going to transform from what you smell on paper, which is very cool. That's the beauty of chemistry.
I'm not loving it as much on my skin.
See how helpful that is?
Yeah. Same thing. It's like I feel like the bottom drops out a little bit.
All of these, for the most part, are going to have like 3 different layers of notes, and those will vary amongst each one. So when you spray it on skin, there's going to be a lot of stuff that can drop out. There's stuff that's on the bottom that'll come to the forefront, and vice versa. It kind of like does a reorganization when you spray it on your skin. So after he sprayed them on skin, wasn't quite right, which is totally fine. That's a very important process of deciphering a fragrance. So I grabbed 2 more just as a kind of supplement. Another one by Jovoy, this is Pavillon Rouge, and this is the Cobra and the Canary by Imaginary Authors. I feel like this one you might like because it's kind of a crossover of both of these.
Okay.
Yeah, which is fun.
This is lovely. I think of like stone fruit, like fruit syrup, like in a really beautiful way. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's Pavillon Rouge. Yeah. Just go straight to skin on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
Right off the bat too.
It's good because the syrupy smell still stays, but it's still very mellow. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I understand why they call it that. Or at least the name is helping me create a story. These 2 like really competing smells, man. Like it just feels like it has a sexy, like a sexy sweet edge. Like it's cute, but it'll cut you. Straight to skin with this too, if that's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. As threatening and dangerous as I made it sound, it feels safe. It feels like a really safe smell, and I don't mean like safe as in playing it safe, but I mean safe as in like homey. I like this one a lot. I think that this is my one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that this might be it. It feels like something I can like move around with.
Totally.
How much is it? I'm gonna walk away with the Cobra and the Canary just because I love the kind of contradicting scents that kind of mellow it out. And like I said, on my skin, it feels very homey and feels very safe, which is something that I don't mind having with me out in this world. So this is my winner. This was one of the coolest things I've ever done just because I didn't give too much thought about scents and how they played into how I saw myself. And Zoe was really amazing at like teaching me quite literally about what these things are and where they come from and how that plays onto my personal experience, because I learned today that everybody's scent is different based on their skin and how they're made up. So that was really cool. Also, it's just beautiful to be in the store with this natural light and just chill and talk about where these scents take me. So I gave it 10 out of 10. Yeah.